Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, man, the topic is it time for them to move him? So that's the topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, be on the lookout for our Dreamerspro platform that we're launching next week, and also be on the lookout for Dreamerspro.com, which is coming out at the end of this month. So anyway, let me get into this topic here, man. I'm a little bit hot about it because it's something that I have complained about over and over and over. I complained about this guy all the way up to last year, and here we are again. We just did a video on talking about this topic just a few days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago, and it's Lou Williams. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do not trust Lou Williams as a decision maker on this Clippers team. Now, before I go too far, before some people say, oh, you want to blame everything on, I'm not doing that, right? I have a lot of blame that I want to pass around, but for this particular topic, I want to focus in on Lou Williams for a moment here. Now, I said it in the past that Lou Williams is somebody I don't trust. He's been in the league for a very long time. I think he came into the NBA, he was drafted in 2005. He won 3 Six-Man of the Year awards, one in 2015, one in 2018, and one in 2019. Now, for his career, he's a 14.5 points per game scorer. He's 0.9. He got like 1.9 steals per game for his career, basically 1 steal per game, 3.5 assists, 2.3 rebounds. He shot 84% from the field for his career. He's shooting 35% from the three-point line for his career and 45%. 42% from the field for his entire basketball career. Now, if I look at his stats this season, Lou Williams, he's averaging 9.2 points per game, 2.1 rebounds. 2.1 rebounds and 2.9 assists. He's shooting 43% from the field, 39% from the three, 71% from the three-point line, and he's getting you 0.5 steals a game. Now, last season, for these same Clippers, Lou Williams averaged 18.2 points per game. He shot 42% from the field, 35% from the three, 86% from the free throw line. Got you 5.6 assists, 3.1 rebounds, and almost 0.7 steals per game. So it's safe to say that Lou Williams is grossly underperforming based on his performance just a season ago. Now, granted, Lou Williams is not a young guy. He's 34 years old, so maybe age and attrition is part of this equation here. But nevertheless, that's a major drop off for production. Now, he's been with the Clippers for 3 good seasons, and I think in the 2017-2018 season, that was kind of his career year for the Clippers, and that's when he played the most minutes in his career, playing 32.8 minutes a game, and he averaged 22.6 points per game, 1.1 steals, 5.3 assists, 2.5 rebounds, shot 36% from the three-point line and 43.5% from the field. Now, let me get into the reason why I have some issues with Lou Williams. Number one, I said it before. This guy is somebody I don't trust in late game situations. Let's go back to the Orlando bubble, the Orlando bubble that they had last season in those 8 games. Y'all remember this, right? The NBA was going through a unique circumstance, trying to restart the league, trying to make sure that they finish off the season and have playoff games. We had never seen anything quite like that before. And going into that Orlando bubble, the Clippers were mired with injuries was part of it, but so many different complications. Montrezl Harrell came, then he had to leave, I think, for the burial of his grandmother. Then Lou Williams was there, then he had to leave to go attend his friend's, I think a friend of his grandfather's funeral or something like that. Then we heard stories that Lou Williams was seen out, and I think it was in Atlantic City, at a strip club, and he said he went there to get chicken wings or something like that. When I heard that story, the first thing that came to my mind was, this is not a serious guy. Guys, let me tell you what made me say that. As somebody, take it from somebody that's 33 years old, okay? I'm a professional. I've been working for quite some time now. When you take your job seriously, there's certain things you just don't do. When you take your work seriously, there's just certain things that cannot happen. Lou Williams, at that age, at 34 years old, as a veteran in the NBA, you cannot have that type of story come out about you. You just cannot. Think about the example that it sets for younger guys in the NBA and younger guys in your locker. What kind of example is it? How is something like that being said about you to the point where you now have people like Shannon Sharp who nicknamed you appropriately Lemon Pepper Lou? You're the one that brought that type of criticism to your name. That was the first sign to me to let me know that this guy's not serious. Now, if you couple in his performance in the playoffs last season, he had a major drop off. Last season, he averaged about 18 in the playoffs. That regressed all the way down to 10 points. And I'm saying to myself, this guy is grossly underperforming, including Montrezl Harrell, including Paul George and Kawhi Leonard in that Game 7. But for me, he completely disappeared in the playoffs. So going into this season, given the fact that I already didn't trust him as a decision maker, they brought him back this season, and I think there was some stories saying that if he said that if he's traded, then he's going to retire or something like that. I heard that somewhere, but I can't verify that at the moment. I can't verify that at the moment. But going into this season, we knew that the Clippers were trying to improve their chemistry in the locker room. It's the reason that they let Montrezl Harrell walk, because I think he just didn't get along with some of the guys who were already there in the locker room, so they let him walk, right? Replaced him with a Serge Ibaka, who was a championship player, a great team chemistry guy, and someone that got along with Kawhi Leonard, which could also help the locker room and help bring out Kawhi Leonard's personality more. So I thought that was a good move. And then they went out there and got Nicholas Batum, who's a great locker room guy, great player, great pickup. And I don't think I need to belabor just how big of an impact Nicholas Batum has had on the Clippers in this short time that he's been there. Now, I said it a few days ago that I don't trust Lou Williams as a decision maker. And just again, like clockwork, yesterday I was watching that game. Lou Williams was at it again with his untimely turnovers. For whatever reason, he seems to be the most turnover prone in the pick and roll. He cannot get the ball to Zubac for whatever reason. Him and Luke Kennard. Now, other players have turnovers, but his are too frequent. Like all the time, these are momentum breaking turnovers. They were able to get away with it in the first meeting with the Golden State Warriors, where I think they actually lost the lead in that game, or got pretty close to losing. I think they lost the lead and they regained it. I think they went down by 6, and then they regained the lead and won the game. So they were able to overcome that. But last night they could not. And Lou Williams, I keep saying it, I don't trust this guy, is one of the reasons why I kept saying that the Clippers should move Nicholas Batum to the bench. You guys are beginning to see why I'm saying that. When you have Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson, Lou Williams, Luke Kennard, and Zubac coming off the bench, who in that second unit do you trust to facilitate the offense? And I saw that yesterday, for the first time in the season, the Clippers stopped staggering Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. For the first time, they started taking them out of games at the same time. They were off the floor at the same time. I'd never seen them do that before. I don't know if something is Ty Lue wanted to test some things with the second unit and see how these guys are going to be able to run the offense together when they take off his 2 best players. Maybe that was something, but I had never seen them do that all season long. And as you left those 2 guys, and as the second unit went out there, you saw what happened, right? Not saying that they couldn't play better, because Kawhi Leonard he really hurt his team at certain points. He should have made more shots. Like, is my favorite player. He should have made more shots. And I'm probably going to get on him a little bit later, because I don't know what's up with his shooting. Kawhi Leonard doesn't seem to be himself. Paul George has been the most consistent player as far as shooting, scoring, assisting, and all that. Although Kawhi Leonard has been a great playmaker and he's averaging a good amount of assists this year. But this is the reason why I said Nicholas Batum should be on the bench. They need a smart playmaker on that second unit, and you're seeing it now. Some people say, well, Nicholas Batum comes up pretty big for the Clippers in the fourth quarter. Fine, if you want to stagger him in a way where he's finishing games, no problem. But I don't trust Lou Williams in that second unit. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. They need to move Lou Williams. They need to go get somebody else, because it's not even like, oh, we're losing an offensive punch. The guy's averaging 9 points per game this season, so it's not like as if he was averaging 18 points or 15 points or 14 points per game. He's not even doing that, to be quite honest with you. They need to get another I don't trust him, to be honest with you. I just don't trust Lou Williams. I said it before, I'm going to say it again, and I think he's something that's going to come back and bite the Clippers in the future if they don't figure out a way to work around him or stop staggering, go back to staggering Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and having them in the game at all times, because last night it was a mess. The night before, they blew a lead and they got it back. And one final thought, for the people that like to come out there and say, oh, the Clippers blew a 3-1 lead, and y'all are clowns. Let me just say it, because I'm kind of tired of you guys. You guys are clowns, to be honest with you, because you guys never come out when they win. Why is it that you crawl from under your rock whenever they lose? Just the game before, they lost the lead and they won it. Where were you? Why didn't you come out and say, oh man, look, like they were able to hold, but now they lose the lead, and then you come out and say, oh, y'all need to stop commenting on the page. You guys are corny. Like, your comments don't lend anything to the channel. You just seem like a bunch of trolls. You only come out when something bad happens. When something good happens, you never say anything. And I don't take people like that seriously. The reason why people respect our channel is because, as you can see, although I support the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard, I have no problem criticizing them when they do bad. But I don't respect you guys in your comments coming out and say, oh, I told you they'll blow a 3-1 lead and blah, 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 blah. Where were you when they were winning games? So please, just stop commenting on it. Just don't watch, because you guys don't add anything to the channel. And I'm just not going to respond to your comments. So once again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you agree with some of the things I'm saying or disagree, whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoy the video, please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day. Catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.